Lactose intolerance sucks. To anyone out there who just loves a little bit of cheese on their pizza, right? Who loves a little bit of dairy in their coffee, right? Not anymore, you don't, asshole. You don't get any remote kind of enjoyment from dairy anymore. Because you just got unlucky. You rolled wrong in the RNG of life. You rolled a nat 1, and now you suffer the consequences for the rest of the campaign. Shout out my D&D heads, ball knowledge. So, growing up, I love milk. I'm one of those weird kids who would just drink milk out of the glass. Yeah, I know, some people find that disgusting. I did. I ate it with cereal, I ate it with cookies, I ate it with breakfast, I ate it as much as I possibly could. Or drank it, I guess, not ate it. Eating milk doesn't sound good. It makes it sound like you're eating curdled milk. But I ate yogurt, I ate ice cream. I love a good Blizzard from Dairy Queen. But then like in 2020, I don't think there's any correlation with the other thing that happened in 2020 for everyone else. I genuinely don't. I noticed that like having a whole thing of ice cream, like a large Blizzard, give me a pretty gnarly stomach ache. But I was like, that's whatever. You know, it's just because I'm getting older. I can't be eating that much sweet stuff all at once. You know, and then like 2021, I'd be with my ex and we would go like get pizza. And I had like 3 slices. I'm like, wow, my stomach's killing me. I guess that pizza was funky, huh? And then, flash forward now, me and my current partner, we're sitting there, and they're eating fucking mac and cheese. I take one bite, I'm done for the night. It's over. And that is the unfortunate truth of lactose intolerance. When you're not born with it, you could just develop it one day. I've never been diagnosed. Really should get it checked. Could just be an allergy, but I don't feel itchiness or swelling. It's literally just instant stomach pain. It's over. Maybe that does mean allergy. I don't know. This is uneducated thoughts of a mailman that you get on this here YouTube channel. But it just sucks. It just sucks. And I bet anyone can relate to that feeling of it's hot summertime. You're all hanging out with your friends, and someone suggests, yo, let's go to like Sundays. Let's go to Cold Stone. Let's go to fucking Coors Bros, man. Let's get some ice cream. Or even better, just let's go to McDonald's, get some McFlurries. And it's like, yeah, oh yeah, nah, I'm good. I'll pass. Maybe we get some Italian ice. Italian ice, fellas. Come on, hey, or, you know, Polish ice. Come on. Let's get something like that, flavored ice. And if they say no, it's like, all right, I'll just hang out then. We good. It sucks. It sucks. Mac and cheese is one of my favorite meals. My favorite things in the world. I love me a good bowl of Kraft. But I get nothing but crap. It's rough. It's rough. My favorite. Well, let me think of this. You probably saw it. My coffee from Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's cold as fuck out, but I still prefer the frozen coffee. I don't know what it is. It's a comfort for me. I don't like coffee. I hate coffee. The flavor and smell of coffee, I hate it. I don't know why. It's how I am. But I can do frozen coffee that's loaded with sugary syrups to make it not taste like that. And I could do a cold one. I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about it I just don't like. So I do frozen coffee. It's a very comforting thing for me. I don't know why, but it is. And I load it. Like my go-to, you know, is some brown sugar shot and a French vanilla shot. Sometimes throw some caramel in there, but on the app they only let you use two syrup flavors, so you know you gotta do what you gotta do. But my favorite is when you're ordering through like the drive-thru rather than the app or something, and you say, "Can I get a frozen coffee?" And please, I need oat milk. No whipped cream, just oat milk, right? And oat milk without cream in a frozen coffee, so you need something. You need something in there to kind of hold it all together. Oat milk works. You don't need cream. You don't need heavy cream. You don't need a yogurt, right? It's not, no. What? No. You don't need normal milk. You could just use anything. Now, I like almond milk with like my protein drinks, with my cereal, but I get oat milk with the coffee because I think just the flavor works right with it. Because oat milk and almond milk, if you've never had them, they taste very different. Oat milk tastes more creamy, in my opinion. Almond milk tastes more like a watery flavor. So almond milk, I think, by itself isn't that good. It's good with other things. Oat milk is good for coffee because it emulates that thickness it kind of needs for coffee. But you go there and you say, I need oat milk in my frozen coffee, please. No whipped cream. I can't really do dairy. I don't like saying I'm lactose. I don't like saying I'm allergic because that freaks them out. And they might get too overboard. They might take too long cleaning utensils and shit. And I know I should, but again, I can eat a cold cut sandwich with a slice of cheese on it, and I don't really feel the effects. I could take a couple bites of like a light cheese, mac and cheese, or maybe a pizza. But it's just when I have too much of it on a full stomach, it's asking for trouble, and I will make it double. So I get this frozen coffee, not this one, another one, and I order it, and I'm like, nice, oat milk, I'm in here, we good, I'm sipping it, I'm on my way to work, and I'm a mailman, so, we don't get bathrooms right next to us at all times. We gotta find them. We gotta get lucky. Not lucky, you can plan that out if you know the area, but in my position, I don't really know some of these areas that I'm in, so I just kind of have to hope that I know I'm in an area I know, but I'll never know. So I usually don't eat a heavy breakfast. I usually don't do anything too crazy that could upset my stomach and upset my day, right? So I get my oat milk frozen coffee. I'm feeling a little down. I'd rather this than an energy drink. And then I go and I get to the office. And it's like a 10-minute drive to the office. And I get there and I'm like, ooh, my stomach. Man, I'm full. I'm really full, actually. Huh, that's weird. And then I look at the coffee. I'm like, oh, let me just make sure. And right below the oat milk, it says 1 cream. And then my day is ruined because they heard me say, no whipped cream, I can't do dairy. And I ordered oat milk and they go, we got it. Don't worry, we know what you need, a little cream. You need a little excitement in your day. Something to keep you on edge. And you know what? I didn't stop feeling that cream until the next day because I drank the whole thing before realizing there was cream in it. Because again, oat milk in this thing does not taste like different at all from when there's cream in it. So I couldn't tell. I could never tell. What if I had an allergy? I could have died, I could have made a scene, but I was already at work and I didn't have time. It was a minute to clock in, so I was like, well, I'm not using the public bathrooms to do this because I'm one of those people who's a little nervous. I'm a little shy when it comes to public bathrooms. We could talk about that at some other point, but I got laid out. My parents, whenever I'm with them, and they're like, let's do a pizza. They kind of feel bad. They can see it in my eyes where I'm like, haha, don't worry, I'll peel some of the cheese off. And they look at me like I'm like a sad puppy. It's like, oh, you poor thing. And I'm like, no, because it's only developed in my adult years, right? I grew up demolishing dairy. Like it was the only thing I could ever sustain myself with was dairy. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I'm now in pain whenever I try dairy. But yeah, they look at me like I'm like a lost puppy when they order anything with dairy. I remember one time my mom made some pasta and she's like, oh, you gotta try it with Parmesan cheese, shredded cheese. It's so good. And then I look at her and she goes, I'm sorry, I forgot. And I was like, it's okay. You don't think about it like that. But, yeah. All my homies hate dairy.